Hello everyone and welcome to Mark's Lionel Trains. Before this video, I'd like to quickly say thank you to all my subscribers. The channel recently hit 2,000. I think we're currently at 2010, which is just awesome. I can't thank you enough. It's a little bittersweet with the layout coming down in preparation for me looking for a house and getting a bigger layout, but on the good side getting out of this apartment, that's for sure. For all the new subscribers here, I started the channel back in 2020. I was a caregiver for my mother. I was staying with her. She was in her 90s and she wanted to stay in her house. So I set up the first layout in her basement and I had a great time with that layout and I really learned a lot. And then she did take a fall and I had to kind of move quickly and get out, and I wasn't able to find a house at the time. So I ended up in this apartment, and I've been here for 2 years now. This layout has been up for 2 years. So it's bittersweet, like I said, but I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers and say thank you to all my existing subscribers. I'm going to continue this journey, and I hope I find a new layout and a new house, and we'll move on, that's for sure. So I've got a two or three part series on breaking down the layout. We're starting this video with trees, cars, and people, some of the grass and some of the smaller trees and things, and then we'll move on to buildings and roads and get to the stuff I can't reach right now. But thank you very much for your support. I hope everyone continues supporting the channel. I will be continuing to do the videos. So enjoy today's video. Thank you very much. When I'm first packing up my layout, I remove all the grass first. There's the most of it. I just bag it all up in one bag and keep it in a box like this, and then I can reuse it on the next layout and just keep adding to it. I don't put it back in the original bags. And the next thing I do is put all the trees away. I'm working on the small trees right now. Just saving all the original packaging, and I just put them back in the original boxes that they came in. And then I box them up over there. There's 2 boxes of trees. It's really important to save all the original packaging. It definitely helps in resale, but it is very time consuming to do all this stuff because you gotta, each tree, you blow out all the dust off as best you can, and then you have to take the little base off and put it back in the little box there. But it does take a little while, but it definitely is worth it when you get it all done. Then you can start all over again with your next layout, and we'll do that 3 more times. And you get all 4 trees in the original box, and you put them back in there, get them kind of lined up as best you can, like that, and then close up the box like that, and you're in business, and they're just like brand new. So got to put these away over here, and I got a bunch over here, and then we'll start working on the big trees. All right, working on the larger trees now. These are water's edge, but I call them water birches, and I just line them all up in there with their little boxes behind it, and then get ready to put them all away. I like to separate them all so I don't get them mixed up. I have 2 small water birches over there I got to put away. These woodland scenic trees are very nice, but they're kind of pricey for $20 for 2. So that's what, $10 per chair or per tree. So that's why I keep all the original packaging and try and keep these things in as best condition as possible, so that they don't get damaged, and hopefully we can reuse them. Definitely want to reuse them in the layout. So yeah, but put it back in the little boxes like that, and they close up really nicely, and then you're all set. I got a whole bunch of them all boxed up already, and we'll try and find the other tree boxes in a minute. And I found the smaller box for the small 2 water birches, and then we'll move on to the regular green trees. And that's the last of the trees that we will put away using the same procedure as we did before. And then we'll move on to cars or people. I'm not sure what yet. All right, a little more than an hour to get all the trees boxed up. The hardest part is matching them up so they get in the right box. All right, I think we'll be on to cars. All right, then after the grass and the trees are gone, then it's time to gather up all the cars. I have probably a fourth of the cars out that I normally do, and I haven't really talked too much about the cars. Let me talk a minute about where I got the cars. I've gotten some questions about that. I started collecting the cars in the 90s, the late 90s. This is the Matchbox Collectibles box that I got. These are what you would look for in on eBay if you find these. They do come in a plain brown box. They are 1/43rd scale, so they're going to be a little bit bigger than the Menards 1/48 scale cars. As you can see, I'll put this one down, and actually this one I got from the grocery store. So this is one of those ones that has the wind up wheels and the doors open. So I thought that was pretty cool. These are 1/43rd scale as well, so they're a little bit bigger. The police car is the same one. Actually, Joey's Trains has the same police car on his layout. I'd be interested to find out where he bought his or got his. This is a grocery store car. And this is the Power Wagon Matchbox Collectible. It is in 1/43rd scale, and this is the Menards Power Wagon, and it's 1/48 scale. So you can see it's a little bit different. And when I display the cars, I display them away from each other so they don't look so different. This is the Menards box that they come in normally. I write on the box, I put a little black X so I know which car goes in the box. And yeah, some of my favorite ones are like this fire truck from Menards is really awesome. I think this really is a cool car if you can find one like this from Menards. Those are really awesome. One of my favorite ones is Matchbox Collectibles. This is a Corvette, and I put two sitting people in there because this is one that I keep on the layout on the roads and stuff. Someone told me along when I was living in Mom's basement that Corvettes, unless they have people in them, should be parked. So I got the idea to put some people in this one. So that really looks cool too. So, and then I have this Menards little pickup truck. I have a bunch of these. These are a little bit smaller, but they're really nice. For $5 a car from Menards, you can't go wrong. That's for sure. Like I said, I don't have room for all the cars. This is one of my favorite Menards cars that I didn't have room for on the layout. This is the Texaco tow truck. Hopefully I'll have that out on my next layout. So I won't bore you with putting all these cars away in the box. I'm sure you've seen how they get put away, or you've bought some yourself and you know how to put all these cars away. But you know, Menards has this really nice opening plastic piece there, and the car fits in there. I actually need to dust this off with my duster before I put it into the box, but that's how you do it. And then it goes back in the box, and I'll do that for the rest of the probably 50 cars that I have out here, and then we'll move on to people if we have time this video. If not, I'll start out the next video with people. And I also wanted to mention that here are the 4 boxes that I have filled with the various model cars that I do on my layout. So, and we'll put all those away, and like I said, we'll move on to the next boxing. All right, as you can see, all the cars are removed from the layout, and it definitely looks quite different without the cars and the trees and the grass. And I took the water tower out as well. I can't reach that grass in the back there, but we'll get that shortly. And then I'll show you some of the Woodland Scenics people that I have. Like the cars, I've taken them all off the layout and organized them by their boxes here. As you can see, I've got them all separated. These are the model power people for the most part, and they don't have boxes. So I just boxed them up and put them in a regular size box there. So, and like always, I dust everything with my duster before I put everything away. Some of the ones I don't have room. This was a small layout, so I didn't have a lot of room. So a lot of the Woodland Scenics people I didn't put out this year. This is a familiar one. You see that in Knack Shack's videos a lot with the chairs and that's a cool one. So one of my favorites. So like with the cars, I won't bore you with boxing all these up. I will say that if I get stuck and I'm not sure where one of the people will go, I will search for it. The name of the thing, like this is the train maintenance crew. I'll Google or search online, and a picture will come up of how they look. If I forget who goes into where, like I'm not really sure if the guy in the green shirt there goes in that box. So okay, we'll get this all boxed up, and then we'll go on. And there's the freight load all put together. And we'll snap the box closed like that, and then we're all ready to go. And then we have to do this a few 5 or 6 more times. I didn't get out all the Woodland Scenics, like I said, people for this small layout that I have. All right, that took a little more than 2 hours to pack up all the people off the layout. Wanted to show you this one here. This one I didn't want to buy because I didn't think the little truck would fit on the O-scale track, but it actually does. So if you're considering this particular rail workers set from Woodland Scenics, the little car does line up with the fast track. So that's really cool. So, but yeah, a lot of these, the forklift guys, I did have to use the internet to figure out where all the guys went. I wasn't sure on a lot, and I was missing, let's see, I forget which one I was missing, but yeah, I think it was the orange guy that was hiding there. And yeah, but all these are, there's probably over 100 model power people and various different other offerings that don't have a box. So, all right, let's go into the train room and do 2 more things, and then we'll get ready to close it out. All right, the next thing I want to do is gather up all the signs and put them in this box. All the railroad crossing signs. Just throw them in the box like that. Pick them up and throw them in the box. This one already fell over. This one. And we're going to do that all the way around the layout. There's this one way over here that we'll grab. Also put all these pipes in there as well. The road pipes, or the culvers as they call them. I'll throw those in there too. That's fine. We got room in this box for it. This is the most tedious part of taking the train down and putting it up, is taking away and putting up all this little detail stuff. That's for sure. But all right. And I won't bore you with cleaning them all up, and then we'll get on to the next thing. And then we will pick up all the plants. These are probably some of the most tedious things about the layout, is to plant each one of these little plants in the hole. You have to drill a hole for each one of them and then plant each tree. So it does take a little while to put them in, not so long to take them out, that's for sure. So, but you inevitably you miss something while you're taking everything down. So I keep these boxes handy because I know I'm going to be using them again. And then we'll pick up all these trees and put them away. And then we have one more thing, and then we can wrap up this video. All right, and then the last thing we're going to clean up are all the crates. And I have a garbage can over here. The blue recycling can is already in here. So we'll try and keep these as organized as possible. I don't know how well all these are going to fit into the box. There you go. I got all these pallets and various cartons and little detailed stuff. Like I said, this is the hardest part about disassembling the layout, is putting all this stuff away. So we'll try and get this in the box as neat as possible so everything fits. And yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this segment of Mark's Lionel Trains. There you go. And we'll be back to you with the removal of the buildings and the skirt and the roads and track, and then we'll see how long the video is. I'm figuring this is probably going to be a 3-part series, maybe a 4-part series of taking the layout down. So I'm going to finish picking up all the parts in here, all these crates and stuff, and then we'll call it a night. Thank you very much for watching.